Ohio State's Malaki Branham gave Nebraska 35 points in the January game and never really looked back from there, becoming one of the best freshmen in the country, Big Ten Rookie of the Year, and making an all-conference team. At 6'5", 6'6", with a 6'10" wingspan, Branham's ridiculously efficient shooting performance, especially from the mid-range and in the pick and roll, have made him a potential lottery pick. Branham proved himself to be one of the best scorers in this class and really put together one of the most efficient seasons across the board, but he was at his best in the mid-range where he shot nearly 47% on great volume, which is about as good as it could possibly get, especially considering they're almost all self-created. He does a great job of using his body to create enough daylight to get these looks off with these spins, jump stops, secondary bumps, and great patience to rise when the defender is out of position. He's an overall big-time scoring talent with ability and potential from all three levels.
Branham works on Moore with 3 to fire.
They swing it around to Branham. Oh, how about the fade?
Boy, what a show Keel's put on in that opener against Kentucky and Ty Washington.
Well, they're not going to get any sympathy from Indiana with all their point guard issues and all the injuries. Branham in the lane.
Branham with it. Working on Moore. He'll tee one up.
Yes. Branham. Nice.
But this guy's been Batman. Branham spinning. Branham hanging.
For Loyola Chicago.
Branham, 17-footer.
You just have to get around that, and it's difficult.
He goes again. This time he pulls up off the window.
At the defensive end, hitting shots at the offensive end.
Closest they've been since it was 60.
Branham puts it in the bench, elevates.
Out by Dickinson, sprung it free, 4 to shoot. There it goes.
Outside to Branham, long two.
Averages 7 boards per game, along with 20 points. And the pull-up shot.
Predict the unpredictable. Have fun with it.
Joey Brunk is checked in for Ohio State.
Now Branham curling and hitting.
Down. And they got what they wanted.
Here's Liddell making Branham.
Here he is defending Brunk. Now Branham stops and pops. Yes.
Defender, so not having him in the lineup is really hurtful.
Foul line jumper.
Branham to the rim again.
Branham shot an absurd 59.6% in the pick and roll on more than 100 possessions, and we could honestly just leave it at that and roll the tape because of how wild that number is. But he set up screens very well, plays with a great pace to get to his spots, and utilized those drag screens and side-to-side actions to his advantage. He wasn't yet much of a three-point threat in the pick and roll, which is why his points per possession numbers aren't as impressive, but still good. He did a lot of work in the mid-range and also getting downhill by splitting, snaking, and benefiting from his bigs being excellent at those Daniel Tice, Steven Adams seal screens in the paint. That kind of raises my eyebrows about his finishing numbers, but at the end of the day, he executed at a high level.
Numbers if they hurry. Frazier trying to catch up. Branham, pull-up jumper.
He's picked up his 3rd foul. He's on the bench now. Branham again.
Guy who scored right around 1,700 points in his college career, Sessom. Branham.
He had to pull that down to kind of really gain control of it, hence it took away a shot, and now Ohio State.
Here's Branham, turns the corner in the lane, he got it.
Wow. It is a sonic blockbuster. Branham, floater. Didn't matter.
Branham, okay, he lost his footing, and Branham. Here's Branham, speaking of in the lane.
Good job defending these screens. Michi Johnson is in a look at the cutting. Great swagger, rollicking.
That's what this game is all about.
Branham.
Good hesitation.
In the, the neck or head area because of your size.
Without said, key tonight due to injury. Branham drives, Branham throws it down.
Brandon.
Race Thompson.
Branham drives, and
Ohio State. Here comes the freshman. Pretty magical.
Branham with it. Driving hard inside.
Illinois with only 1 timeout left. Ohio State a foul to give.
Protocol, Zed Key, injured ankle.
And how the officials are officiating the game.
Drive inside.
While he only took about 3 attempts a game, Malaki has the makings of a great three-point shooter. The mid-range floater and free throw numbers, the touch, and shooting nearly 44% on catch and shoot opportunities makes me pretty confident in saying that. He has good shot organization and footwork, often using the hop off the catch, and has a fluid and consistent release. The volume should and likely will go up in relation to his overall attempts, but I think he can be a big-time threat here, and I would confidently say he's in my top 5 in this class as shooters go.
Third possession when Northwestern's just been weak finishing around the rim.
Got a switch now.
To Samuels. Branham 3. There we go. That's what that message is. And Brad Underwood is talking to his starters on the bench right now about that.
And Branham for Fax Russell. Branham on the
floor to Brown, trying to create some space. Out to Branham, open three, split.
December, really playing a lot of 4-round-1. They are.
I feel like we were only scratching the surface of him as a playmaker down the stretch of the season. As he gained confidence and garnered more ball handling responsibilities, you could see some of that potential complementary passing ability shine through. I don't know if this will be a focal point of his game in a secondary playmaker running second units for stretches type of way, but as a connector and complement to his scoring, I think it's pretty clearly there. And it's a good part of his appeal considering he was only 18 all season long, and hopefully the spot he ends up lets him somewhat explore this.
Assists in 8 of their last 11 games, Kevin.
What down? Branham driving on Stewart, gets to the baseline, finds Liddell.
Looks inside, keep it on the perimeter. Nice cut by Liddell again.
Oh, great field. 10-1, only loss on Saturday against Iowa. In the corner, Wheeler got it.
3-point shooter.
Over
inside to Young, who is real.
Inside of 5 minutes left in the first half, Branham.
Here's Brown, he's been the catalyst. Into the corner, Liddell, open three.
Got to finish it, and the Nance playing in his home state has to hit that 3.
Yeah, he's from Akron.
In block shots. Second this afternoon. Branham, look away. Key inside.
With Bandego on him, it's Branham. A bullet into Key, and he scores!
Now to the improvement areas, I am a bit concerned defensively. There were just too many times he was straight blown by, and that lateral quickness, beating players at spots, was lacking more than you'd like, and I think it could be tough for him, especially early on. I think he should have an emphasis on navigating screens both on and off the ball, and really just doing his work earlier and staying connected and engaged in plays. Now he does have great measurables for that 2 guard or smaller wing spot, and also had enough good moments that I think he can be solid in time, but this should be one of, if not his main focus heading into the league.
Keep shooting it. You're feeling it. Nice try.
How the effect is, but obviously it's something there because he hasn't been consistent.
State has never led. Colin Gillespie, little crossover on Branham, and he beat him.
There's a 3 by McGowan's in here with 19 points. He's been hot offensively. Nice look again.
Back on the floor. Wilcher for 3. Banks it, flow into your... Right, transition into secondary flows into good.
That really adds, they need him to be a respectable shooter from the 3, and he's doing that this season.
Wall with a slip. Davis pulls up just inside the elbow.
2 fouls.
Set play for Barry, very good.
The ability to adjust from a recruiting perspective of being at Butler to Ohio State, great pump fake.
Shot played at Valparaiso, assistant the last few seasons, and now the head coach tonight is Northwestern.
Foul trouble. Pickett and Dredd each with 4 for the Nittany Lions. Now Greg Lee attacking and throwing it
Top
away.
20 shooting team in college basketball, but you wouldn't know it so far. With the turnover right there by Schwieger. Here comes Branham.
Shoots, picks up his dribble, back to Barry. He's going to have to put this up. No, back to Thompson, keeping that alive. Miller Kopp, 3 years at Northwestern. He was
Possession by Rutgers, but the offensive boards have just killed him.
Okay, from the baseline. Couple, but he gives them a little bit more offense. Really good around the basket.
It's a decoy, yes. McGowan tries to go inside.
3 seasons under Chris Holtman here in Columbus. He's got his team up 11 here early.
He could score with the best of them. Down the lane, Chris Murray.
The offense, Sessoms lost it.
The other main things that got my attention was his space creation and overall shot profile. He isn't the quickest guy and didn't create a ton of separation in a lot of situations, and I think his handle can still improve in a lot of ways. He was so good at making those contested shots and simply getting to his spots that I don't think it'll keep him from playing his game. There may just be an adjustment period to NBA level athletes. And then I think the type of shots he takes should somewhat change, not turning into Davis Bertans, but just turning down less three-point looks for mid-ranges and more importantly expanding his range off the dribble and becoming more of a pull-up threat, especially in the pick and roll.
Branham into the lane. No. Here's Branham. Pulls up. Short. Long rebound. Malaki Branham curling. Picking it up. That one he lost going up.
5 on the shot clock. Branham pulls
the footwork. The jump stop. You're right.
He's knocking him down in practice, so it's only a matter of time.
Malaki Branham will likely end up somewhere from the back end of the lottery to the top 20. I think he's in that high-level starter range to possibly a little higher, and with all of these, they're not meant to be looked at as hard caps, high or low. It's just a general projection with respect for how hard it is to be really good in the league. And for him, defense will swing a lot. In comparison-wise, he reminds me a bit of Karis LeVert, with some elements of a smaller Chris Middleton in there as well.
Screen for Middleton. Denver switched that. Jokic on Middleton. Tough shot. Middleton.
Or when fears arrived, he was broken.
Middleton, Edwards, by the way, along with Malik Beasley that night as well. Middleton.
Because you just can't leave him alone.
Malaki Branham will be the first St. Vincent St. Mary's alum drafted since LeBron James in 2003, the same year he was born. The Ohio State freshman proved himself worthy of being a first-round pick with his performance in the second half of the season, and will be of interest of a lot of teams looking to add a scoring and pick and roll talent that was as effective as he was at such a young age.
O'Shea gon' be the first, so I'll forever be the second. Who rep Lamar Park is something you ain't got a question. They like, damn, grown up, better than we expect.
You can sit up on my show.